thank you for the opportunity to contribute to this important bill. I find it quite important that we should have a way of recognizing those who make outstanding contributions to society. My only concern is that we need to introduce something in the bill, Senator Miraj, to address the funding of this kind of enterprise. It can end up being a white elephant if we don't secure its funding, maybe say that by 2% or 0.02% of the budget of the county government should go toward this enterprise. Because, Madam Speaker, I'm the host, I will not speak for long. There are many people who would like to speak. I just take the opportunity to invite all of you here and welcome you to Busia. Enjoy your time and feel free and feel at home. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker.
Senator Beth Siengo.
Thank
Senator
you.
Beth, are you ready?
Yes, I am now. Thank you, Madam Speaker. Let me start by congratulating my colleague, Senator Miraj. This bill is very, very important. Madam Speaker, I would say that it is only Kenya that do not value their history, as in to preserve it and make sure that even young generations will know of people who contributed so much in this country. Madam Speaker, when we travel, for those of us who have the privilege to travel, we see statues, writings in other countries, people talking of their important people and figures who did a lot of contribution to their country. And in Kenya, we only talk of them and we forget, and even our history is distorted. We don't get a true representation of what happened. And that's why Senator Peris Tombiko talked of Maasai stamped as collaborators, yet they were also fighters, and they fought and contributed to independence. Madam Speaker, I would say that this Hall of Fame in the counties is very important, because people from every county has done a lot for this nation, Madam Speaker. Looking at the region like Lower Eastern, I would say they are also very important people who have contributed to this, to the history and to this nation in special ways. When we look at what a man called Munyao Kisoi did to hoist the flag at Mount Kenya, a place which is very cold, there were no means of getting to Mount Kenya to the peak, and he moved and went and hoisted the flag of Kenya on Mount Kenya. Munyao Kisoi must be recognized, and it is very important that contribution of such figures is put into history. Madam Speaker, we also know of a man from Kitui County called Chief Kivoi, who led the traders from Europe to go for long distance trade, and they were walking all the way from the border of Tana River going to the coast on foot. There were no vehicles, there were no flights, but he walked. They walked and led teams to go and do barter trade. Madam Speaker, those are contributions of Kamba people. We look at people like Siokemau, a woman that makes every Kamba to be called Siokemau, a great prophetess who did and saw even the coming of the colonialists, even the coming of the railway line, construction of railway line. And people were traveling from Nandi, from Laikipia, to go and consult Siokemau to be told what the future holds. Madam Speaker, a great prophetess Madam Speaker, I want to add my voice to what the Senator of Nandi said.
Order, senators on my right. Please listen in silence.
Fighting for the freedom of this nation. The fighters did not come from one region. All Kenyans from all corners contributed. When you look at Paul Gay, who was even in prison with Jomo Kenyatta, and we know of this, Madam Speaker. We cannot talk of Maumau to be the only people who fought for the freedom of this nation. But across the country, Paul Gay Akamba, Jomo Kenyatta from Mount Kenya, Koitale from Rift Valley.
Order, Senator Beth, nobody has said Maumau was the only one. So make the point about
I'm talking of inclusivity, Madam Speaker. Thank you. I'm talking of inclusivity.
Point of order, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Senator Veronica, I think I have dealt with the issue.
Yes.
There is another point of order. But why are you contemplating?
Madam Speaker, I don't know why specific people getting agitated when...
Okay, Senator Minor, what is your point of order?
Honorable Speaker, my point of
under
order...
Under which point of order?
Senator Beth, I am the one of the chair.
Understanding Order 105, the accuracy of the speech and the mode in which it is put. Honorable Speaker, is this Honorable Senator in order to once again denigrate Maumau, juxtapose and compare, as opposed to her just giving
Senator Maina,
a contribution?
She has not done what you're saying she's done. If you're raising a point
Honorable
of order,
Speaker, if you listen to what she said, let me quote what she said. She said, it is not only Maumau. Honorable Speaker, the phrasing of those words, it's actually denigrating.
Senator Maina, I am ruling that I have ruled the words are not denigrating. I have ruled Senator Siengo. I have requested that because of the sensitive manner in which this issue is, Senator, are you on the chair or I'm on the chair? Yes, you are. I can actually hear what you're saying. So please sit down. I'm actually ruling on this. So I rule your assertion not to be accurate. Senator Kinyua, you are...
Madam Speaker, pengine sisi hatuelewi maana ya jina Maumau. Inamaanisha mzungu aende Ulaya, Mwafrika apate uhuru. Mtu yoyote aliyekuwa akipigania uhuru wa Kenya, awe ni Fred Kubai, Ochieng Oneko, Bildad Kagia, Fred Kubai, wale wote walipigania uhuru. Kwa hivyo ukimaanisha Maumau, unamaanisha mtu yeyote. Pengine ni vile historia yetu inaegemea mahali fulani. Kwa sababu hata
Senator Kinyua, that's a point of information, of important information, not order, a point of information. Senator Kinyua, can you finish that point of information? Just wanted to guide you, it is a point of information, not order.
Okay, so kwa hivyo, bwana Bi Mwenyekiti, mimi kile kinachonisumbua ni vile ambavyo unasikia watu wanasema kulingana vile nataka kuelekeza, ukisikiza kwa maoni yao ni kana kwamba ati ni mtu wa Mlima Kenya. Hata Mlima Kenya kuna wale tunawaita, ukisikiza kwa Kikuyu kule, wale tunawaita Tokonia na malengine, wale ambao ni collaborators wale. Kwa hivyo si jambo ngeni. Hata ukienda kwa Wamasai kuna wale ambao walichangia na wale walikuwa upande mwingine.
Senator Kinyua has actually explained what Maumau means. And from what he's saying, Maumau is not restricted to people from Mount Kenya. So what is your point of information, Senator Kajwang?
Sorry, Madam Speaker, I wanted to inform Senator Siengo and the entire House that Kenyans of all shades, tribe and color fought for the independence of this country. In Karachuonyo, there's a gentleman called Adala Otuko. Adala Otuko was a founder of the Kenya Taxpayers Organization that resisted British attempts to impose poll tax in certain parts of the country. He was killed. Adala Otuko's body has never been...
Senator Kajwang, I didn't want you to contribute on this. Honorable Senator.
Sorry, Madam Speaker, I wanted to inform Senator Siengo and the entire House that Kenyans of all shades, tribe and color fought for the independence of this country. In Karachuonyo, there's a gentleman called Adala Otuko. Adala Otuko was a founder of the Kenya Taxpayers Organization that resisted British attempts to impose poll tax in certain parts of the country. He was killed. Adala Otuko's body has never been...
That's fine.
I'm sorry, it is called Ojijo Teko. I'm very sorry for mixing up the names. Ojijo Teko's remains have never been found. He was killed by the imperialists. So this thing of trying to own, to tribalize, or
Senator Kajwang, I would want to actually lay this debate around Maumau to rest. One, nobody has said on the floor of this house that only Maumau fought. So I want that debate to actually cease. And secondly, Senator Kinyua has actually given some, Senator Kajwang, please. Senator Kinyua has given important information on what Maumau means. It does not mean Mount Kenya. So Senator Beth, you will contribute.
Thank you, Chair.
Senator Beth, you'll contribute without suggesting that Maumau is for one tribe.
Chair,
Senator Veronica, please.
Chair,
Order.
I did not indicate in any slightest way that Maumau belongs to Mount Kenya. I only said that when we talk of Maumau fighters, it should be inclusive. Madam Chair, even the late Honorable
Order, Senator Beth Siengo. If you will remember, the definition of Maumau as said is not one region. So proceed without making that.
Chair, that is his interpretation. We know other means. Anyway, Madam Chair, I wanted to say that even during the struggle, Honorable late Phoebe Asio fled a group of women to visit the Kapenguria 7, and they also contributed. And Phoebe Asio comes from Nyanza. Madam Speaker, I wanted to say Kitili Mwendwa from Kitui was the first Chief Justice from that region, and he contributed so much, and that was followed closely by Honorable Nyiva Mwendwa, who was the first female minister from the region of Kitui. Madam Speaker, allow me to say Charity Ngilu, as Senator Peris Tombiko indicated, that was the presidential candidate when even men could not dare oppose the late President Moi. Madam Speaker, I want to say His Excellency Kalonzo Musyoka was also a vice president from the region of Kitui. So we have very senior figures from our region, and they have contributed, Madam Chair, to the development of this nation and to the history of this nation. With the Hall of Fame, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Senators, it is now 6:30. Time to adjourn the House. There being yes. Honorable Senator Beth, you have 8 more minutes when this debate resumes. So that the House will resume tomorrow, Wednesday, 8th October, 2025 at 2:30, at 9:30 a.m. At 9:30